One of the biggest reasons so many people stick with iOS over Android is iMessage. It's a cohesive, simple, and fast way to exchange messages that honestly kicks the crap out of standard SMS. For basically as long as iMessage has been as big of a hit as it's been, Google has been trying to find a competitor for iMessage. It feels like they've tried about 15 different apps ranging from Google Hangouts to the newly announced and subsequently abandoned Google Allo, and none of them have really stuck. That brings us to today's news. It appears that Google has decided on a new path. I know, stop me if you've heard this already, but a new path to take on iMessage, and it's a little bit of a different take than we've seen in the past. They're not building a brand new app. They're sticking with the Android Messages app that comes pre-installed on most users' devices already, and instead they're changing how it works on the back end with help from the carriers themselves. Currently, Android Messages is simply an SMS client. It plays nice with everyone's phone because everyone's phone uses SMS. It's the long-term standard we've all come to use. What sets iMessage, WhatsApp, etc. apart is that they don't use SMS. They actually circumvent that system and just use your data. As a result, the messages get there much faster. You have much more ability to send longer messages, higher resolution pictures. You have read tickets and so forth. It's a much better system than using old school SMS, which is using a technology that was never really intended to use messages. So, rather than switching straight up to data like they've done in the past with Hangouts and Allo, what Google's doing is they're talking to the carriers and trying to convince them to all adopt what's called RCS. Now, RCS stands for Rich Communication Services, and it basically enables a data-like approach to messages while still going through your carrier. So it's going to enable those read tickets, it's going to enable much faster messaging, it's going to enable longer messages, higher resolution pictures, just like you would see on data. The biggest difference is it's still going to be attached to your phone number, and it's going to operate much like old school SMS, just about 1,000,000 times better. The biggest downside of going this way is it's not going to be as secure as something like iMessage or a third-party app like Signal, in the sense that this will not be encrypted end-to-end, and it's going to be subject to the same interception laws as traditional SMS. Google hopes that in the coming months, all the major carriers will adopt this new RCS Universal Profile service, which will enable, in the back end, the already installed Android Messages app to just seamlessly switch over to the new service. It's going to look essentially the same as the current Android Messenger app. It's just going to enable some features that you're only going to have seen if you've been using iMessage or something like Signal or WhatsApp. What's more, you're even going to get access to a web-based messenger now. So you're going to be able to open up a web page and send your messages there as well, rather than just on your phone. So if you're like me and you're often sitting in front of your computer working on things and you don't want to have to keep grabbing your phone, you can just keep a tab open and do your messaging right there in your web browser, which I think is about freaking time. With companies like T-Mobile saying that they expect to have this roll out in Q2 of 2018, it seems like the future of Android messaging is just around the corner. Let me know what you think about this solution in the comments below, and if you liked the video, please do subscribe. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.